Hi friends, and today we are going to discuss from AS3 cash flow statement, practical question number 1. Okay, first I will read the question and followed by I will explain. From the following details relating to the accounts of Growmore Limited, prepare cash flow statement. So you are given 31st March 2011 as well as 31st March 2010. Okay, so look at the share capital. Beginning it was 8 lakhs, at the end 10 lakhs. If no any adjustment given for this, we can say 2 lakhs share capital generated during this year. It should be taken as a financing activity. Reserve, earlier opening 1 lakh 50, presently it is 2 lakhs. If nothing is mentioned, we can say current year through P&L appropriation 50,000 transferred to general reserve. Okay, obviously it is a non-cash item transferred to general reserve. And go to the next point, P&L account. Opening P&L 60,000, closing P&L 1 lakh. The difference we can say net profit of current year, but we can say net profit as per balance sheet, which is after appropriations. PBT, PAT, profit before tax, profit after tax, profit after appropriations. This is after appropriations. So that you have to go back. If you would like to work out indirect method, so in the appropriation, from the appropriations you have to travel back. Like transfer to general reserve also should be added back. Provision for tax through P&L should be added back. Tax paid should be deducted. Debentures opening 0, closing 2 lakhs. If nothing is mentioned, I can say 2 lakhs debentures issued during the year, and moreover it is a financing activity. Provision for tax, opening closing both are given. You can have a provision for tax account. Opening closing you can take it. How much tax paid during this year already given in the adjustments. You can say how much tax provision made through P&L account we can know by the provision for tax account. Provision for tax as a non-cash item, it should be added back in the operating activities. Tax paid should be deducted. Dividend payable, unless otherwise separately stated, last year dividend payable is just paid during this year. Current year payable is an appropriation through P&L account. We also may have the P&L dividend payable account also, you may have it. Next, trade payable, current liability, it looks 8 lakh 20 and 7 lakhs. You can check it how it is. 8 lakh 20 and 7 lakh changed as 7 lakhs. Current liability decreased. Current liability decrease means simply outflow, 1 lakh 20,000 outflow. Current liability decrease 1 lakh 20,000 outflow. When you do that by change in working capital while operating activities, that should be considered. Plant and machinery opening 5 lakhs, closing 7 lakhs. Nothing is mentioned, I say purchase 2 lakhs, so 2 lakhs during this year. If anything is given information, you may have the plant and machinery account. Land building also same, opening 4 lakhs, closing 6 lakhs. If nothing is mentioned, I can say cash paid for purchase of land and building, it is investing activity. Obviously plant and machinery also investing activity. Investments opening nil, closing 1 lakh. It is very clear that investments purchased during this year. Cash paid for purchase of investments, investing activity. If nothing is mentioned, 1 lakh is a cash paid for purchase of investments. Trade receivable, current asset decrease. Current asset decrease means inflow. Inventory increase by 2 lakhs, outflow. And cash in bank balance. Next point, 4 adjustments given. One, depreciation at the rate of 25% was charged on the opening value of plant and machinery. Depreciation 25% charged on the opening plant and machinery, for which depreciation accounted at asset account. At the end of the year, an old machine 50,000, but its written down value 20,000 rupees, sold at 35,000 rupees. 20,000 written down value asset sold at 35,000 means, and there is a profit of 15,000. Purchase also made at the end of year. Year ending there is some purchase also. The purchase is not given. You can find out the purchase of machine by having a machinery account. But here depreciation they are following normal method, not the provision for depreciation method, just normal method. Income tax paid during this year 50,000. building under construction and it is not subject to any depreciation, need not to provide for that. That's all. Come to the first, what is the working notes required. After completion of working notes, we can go to the cash flow statement. First, in working notes, what I said, that fixed assets, investments, current assets. Current assets account is not at all necessary, and in any problem need not to open the current assets account. Only it should be taken as a change in working capital in the operating activities while doing indirect method. Investments, there is no any adjustment related to investments, so I can say 1 lakh cash paid for purchase or investment investing activity. Next, fixed assets. Plant machinery, only adjustments given. For that you can have the one account, and moreover it is said that some purchase is there but not given, we can find out. Land building, just no adjustment, I can say that 2 lakhs paid for the construction of land and building. So only asset side plant and machinery account is sufficient. Come to the liability side. What I said, that liabilities, share capital, debentures, bank loans, etc. you have to open, but here share capital, debentures two are there, but no adjustments are there. So we can say simply difference is either money received or money paid by both of them. Okay, and meanwhile current assets account not required here. You can have the provision for tax account, and you also may have the dividend payable account also, you may maintain that. After completion of this working notes, we can go to the cash flow statement. First, I would like to have the plant and machinery. So plant and machinery, first I would like to take the opening balance 5 lakhs, to balance brought down 5 lakhs. Closing balance, by balance carry down, 7 lakhs. It is said that on 5 lakhs opening balance, depreciation 25%, 5 lakhs into 25%, 1,25,000. Depreciation to plant and machinery. The plant and machinery by depreciation 1,25,000. It is given that written down value 20,000 of asset at the end of year, sold at 35,000. For sales entry, cash to asset, and the asset by cash or bank 35,000. And there is a profit of 10,000, for which entry asset to P&L, the asset to P&L account. Within profit, that is what, 15,000. That's no more adjustments, so we can say balancing figure is like a purchases. Okay, go to the credit side total. It looks like 8,60,000. 8,60,000. Whenever plant machinery purchase, plant and machinery account returned to cash account, which is like a balancing figure. It looks like 3,45,000. Purchase of plant and machinery no need, and definitely purchase as well as sales already given by him. Purchase we came to know that. Okay, and even profit, depreciations also required while doing the cash flow statement. Come to the provision for tax. There was a opening provision for tax given how much? Look at that provision for tax. In the beginning it was 70,000, by balance brought down 70,000. Closing given at 1 lakh, to balance carried down 1 lakh. How much tax paid during this year given as 50,000, provision for tax to cash. How much provision made through P&L account current year, P&L to provision for tax. In the provision for tax by P&L, this is a balancing figure. So 1,50,000, 1,50,000, this is 80,000. And obviously tax paid should be deducted, provision for tax should be added back. And moreover I said that dividend payable account, so look at how much dividend payable. In the beginning 1 lakh, by balance brought down 1 lakh, to balance carry down 2 lakhs. I said that unless separately stated, the last year dividend payable is paid during this year 1 lakh. Current year amount is appropriated by P&L appropriation. By P&L appropriation 2 lakhs. Total 3 lakhs. Unless otherwise separately stated, we assume last year is paid and current year is simply appropriated. That's all. And that is the way you can work out that. And now we can go to the preparation of cash flow statement by the given items. First, I would like to take the net profit as per balance sheet 1 lakh minus 60,000, 40,000. Cash flow from operating activities in the indirect method. Net profit as per balance sheet 1 lakh minus 60,000. The resulting amount is 40,000. Add back depreciations and amortizations. Depreciations means depreciation very clear 1 lakh 25,000. Add depreciation on fixed assets 1 lakh 25,000 depreciation. Amortizations, no amortizations are there. Non-cash items also should be added back. That is what? Provision for tax. Tax paid should be deducted. Provision for tax is a non-cash item. It should be added back 80,000. Tax paid should be deducted. Add transfer to general reserve 50,000. Add transfer to general reserve 50,000. Profit on sale of plant and machinery, it is a non-operating activity to be withdrawn. Less profit on sale of plant and machinery 15,000. Profit on sale of plant and machinery 15,000. It is non-operating item. And moreover, dividend payable which is appropriated during this year, it should be added back because it is a financing activity. Which is appropriated through P&L should be added, which is paid should be deducted from the financing activities. So add dividend payable which is appropriated 2 lakhs. Dividend payable 2 lakhs rupees. Okay, yeah, that's all. So these are the items. We can say the resulting amount here. So the resulting amount we can say 4,80,000. Cash flow from operating activities before working capital change 4,80,000. Next, add or less working capital change. Add or less working capital change. Look at that one by one. Current assets, current liabilities. Look at the trade payable, current liability decrease, outflow. Decrease in trade payable. Current liability decrease, outflow 1,20,000. Come back to the inventory, current asset increase, outflow 2 lakhs. Increase in inventory 2 lakhs outflow. Inventory, trade receivable 7 lakhs, it is changed as 5 lakhs. Decrease in trade receivable, current asset decrease in flow. Decrease in trade receivable 2 lakhs inflow. And if you check it, so 2 items which are outflow, only 1 item is inflow. Okay, and 2 lakhs outflow, 1,20,000 outflow, 2 lakhs inflow. Net of these we can say that 3,60,000 60,000. The net result, what we can say, 3,60,000. This is cash flow from operating activities before tax minus tax paid. So tax paid, look at the tax account, how much tax paid, 50,000. Right in the outer column, 3,10,000. This is what we can say net cash flow from operating activities after tax. Come back to the second one, cash flow from investing activities, at assets purchase, sale and investments purchase and sale, interest, dividend received. Let us take that. Cash received by sale of plant and machinery. Cash received by sale of plant and machinery, 35,000. 35,000. Cash paid for purchase of plant and machinery, 3,45,000. 3,45,000. And look at the investments, cash paid for purchase of investments, cash paid for purchase of investments, cash paid for purchase of investments. That is what change in investments, 1 lakh. Cash paid for purchase of investments. So purchase of and also the building is also increased by 2 lakhs. Cash paid for land and building. Cash paid for land and building, it looks like 2 lakhs rupees. 2 lakhs. That's all. 3 outflow items are there and 1 inflow item, 35,000. No more items. Net result 6 lakhs 10,000 outflow. Okay. This is what we can say net cash flow from investing activities. Yes, come back to here. Share capital increased, you can check it how much share capital is increased. So 8 lakhs changed as 10 lakhs. Cash received by the issue of shares. Issue of shares 2 lakhs. Cash received by the issue of shares 2 lakhs. And debentures. Cash received by the issue of debentures. Cash received by issue of debentures 2 lakhs. Cash received by issue of debentures 2 lakhs. That's all. But dividend which is appropriated during this year, it is added back as non-operating item. Paid should be deducted here. So cash paid as dividend. Cash paid as dividend 1 lakh. Okay, therefore net amount it looks like 3 lakhs inflow. Net cash flow from financing activities. And go for total of all these three. If you check all these three, net result it will be nil. Add opening cash equivalents. Add opening cash and cash equivalents, it is 2 lakhs. Therefore closing cash and cash equivalents lakhs. Okay, that's all. This is the simple way to solve the practical question number 1. We can discuss So in the next class, practical question number 2. Okay. So and very simple. Please watch very carefully the theory part. If you are very strong in theory part, you can do illustrations and practical questions. Even if you take any textbook or any sum, you can handle, but you should be very strong in the theory part. Okay. We can discuss the next term in the next class. Bye.